After the blanket has been in place for about 1 month, but not longer than 3 months, it should be moved or removed. We do this because sediment builds on the blanket and over time can make it very difficult to move. This could be a dirty job, so wear appropriate clothing. This should also be done on a calm day, early in the morning or in the evening. Row out to the lake bottom blanket buoy, and from the stern of your boat, reach down and grab the buoy and the rope. Pull the rope up onto the boat until you see the first rib come out of the water. Grab the handle and bring the rib out of the water as high as you can go. The second rib should be at the surface of the water. Fold the blanket material and reach down and grab the next rib. Sometimes you will need to grab the material between the ribs. Don't use the holes in the blanket to pull it up. They may tear. The material is slippery and dirty, so be careful. Keep doing this until you have picked up the entire blanket. When the last rib is up, bring the blanket to shore for either reinstallation or removal. The rollover method of removal works like this. It can be done several ways. The easiest is by boat, where you can row out and attach a second, longer rope to the buoy rope and row it to shore. Then, from shore, you can pull the blanket over itself. For a walk-in removal, just swim out and grab the buoy, and then walk it back over the blanket. The blanket is then pulled back over itself, allowing the sediment that has built up on the blanket to roll with the blanket until the last rib, and then it falls off. Never pull a blanket in from the shoreline rope. It can snag on rocks or other irregularities that can tear the material. Once in the shallow water, you can replete, remove, or just move the blanket to another area. Here I show you how to replete for an easy reinstallation. All I am doing is grabbing the ribs and holding them together. That repletes the blanket. Then place the blanket on the shore. Here we are showing you the removal of a blanket that has been in the water for 6 weeks. We have used this blanket for 5 consecutive years. Using the rollover method, row out to the blanket, grab the buoy, and tie the buoy rope to the stern of your boat. Once attached, then row in towards shore. The blanket is then going over itself. The sediment that has built up on the blanket will roll with the blanket until the last rib and then fall off. Once at the shoreline, hand the buoy rope to a helper and then move the boat away from the area in which you are pulling it up onto shore. Never drag the blanket to the shore using the shoreline rope. This can damage the blanket if there are rocks or other irregularities on the lake bottom. Pull the blanket up on shore. It helps to have 2 people for this job. With 2 people, each can stand on the edges of the blanket and pull up 1 rib at a time. Now you can clean the blanket.